Our society has become far more competitive than ever before, especially among the young people. Over the past few years, our lives have changed dramatically because of technology, social media, and smartphones. Today, it's easier than ever to entertain ourselves just by doom scrolling. Every spare moment is filled with Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Previous generations, our parents, for example, didn't grow up with this level of digital stimulation. Their lives were not broadcast to hundreds and thousands of people every day. And if I'm being honest, Instagram deserves a lot of blame, which is why everything feels so superficial today. Because every day we are surrounded by people who are showing off their achievements, expensive purchases, expensive vacations, those designer clothes, and their perfect looking lifestyles. Everyone seems so obsessed with creating that perfect aesthetic feed for themselves, even if their real life is far more behind than what they are showing. What I mean by saying is that people are buying things just to create the image, not because they genuinely need it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not criticizing anyone for buying those things. If you genuinely do enjoy them, that's completely fine. The problem begins where real goal is not the enjoyment, but it's the social validation, and that's the ultimate goal for most people, trust me. Let's be honest here, that is what drives a lot of this behavior. People aren't trying to become rich anymore, they are just running behind looking rich. And I personally believe that that's really messed up. You know, recently one of my friends bought this very expensive pair of shoes, and I just said that, yeah, man, that looks cool. And he told me that these are really trendy right now. He was talking about a lot of his friends have them, so he was basically telling me to get a pair for myself too. And I told him that yeah, man, but personally I'm not really big fan of that brand, so I don't see a reason to spend that much money on them because I don't genuinely like it that much. And he laughed and said that come on, man, you need to upgrade your fashion sense, you need to keep up with the trends. To be honest, I love fashion. I do enjoy buying clothes and dressing well, but everyone has different tastes, right? If I don't genuinely like something or I don't actually need it, why would I spend so much money on it? And to be honest, that's the lamest thing you can do, trust me. If you truly like it, if that really brings you some sort of joy, obviously go for it. But if you are buying it just to impress a bunch of people who won't even care after a moment, then you are not really buying it for yourself, you are buying it for some sort of an audience. And unfortunately, this type of mindset has become so normalized in recent days. You know, if I'm being honest, most people are living paycheck to paycheck. Not everyone can even afford these luxury items comfortably. Yet many still feel pressured to spend money they don't even have in the first place just to fit in or keep up with the everyone else online. And that is how social media is creating this unhealthy competition. I have one another friend who is genuinely really wealthy, like super wealthy. He could easily buy almost anything he wants, but he lives a surprisingly simple lifestyle because he doesn't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. He spends money on things he genuinely enjoys himself, not on the things to impress strangers. And I have absolutely so much respect for him. That is what the real confidence actually looks like, because true wealth doesn't really need to announce itself. So this is basically a time when looking successful has become much more important than actually becoming successful, right? So basically what's happening is that Every meal is being photographed, every vacation is documented, and every achievement becomes a content. Somewhere along the way, life stopped being something we simply just experienced and became something we constantly performed. Social media has become some sort of a stage, like expensive clothes, luxury cars, and those five-star hotels. These aren't always shared to preserve memories. More often than not, believe me, they are shared to signal status. People are just behaving like, hey, look at me, this is what I'm doing. Look at me, look what I have. And it becomes problematic when your self worth depends on other people's reactions. People are going into debt for maintaining their image because they compare their ordinary lives to someone's highly edited reel. And ironically, the people who seem to have the most amazing lives online may spend the most time actually worrying about how others are perceiving them. When every post feels like a performance, every moment is judged by whether it's Instagram worthy or not. And this cycle basically never ends. Someone sees another person's lifestyle and feels the need to keep up with it, and then someone else sees them and feels the same sort of pressure. So everyone is competing in this rat race when people rarely enjoys. But believe me, the most valuable things of the life rarely even make it to the social media, like genuine and fulfilling relationships, having a good family. These moments rarely get thousands of likes, but they are the one which matters the most, because at the end of the day, a life built on appearances may attract attention, but only a life built on authenticity brings lasting satisfaction.